terms of this, for those that want to write down that the course is too hard or I'm making you doing a little bit too much work. This used to have an exam in it, this course. You used to have to do about the same amount of assignments plus an exam at the end of the year. And this is actually an exam question from about 2010, something like that. And the students in the exam to do this had 30 minutes, 38 minutes, roughly about 50 minutes to do this particular exercise. But if you broke down what we're going to be doing, we're only going to be doing the bar benching schedule. So if you can see there on the right hand side it says 30 minutes, that was all the time allocated in the exam to do what we're about to do today. We're going to take about an hour and 20 minutes to do it, something like that. But I'll be showing you exactly the step-by-step how to do it. There's a number of things that will happen today that will make you think, oh, I never actually thought of doing it that way, or I would have gone and made that same mistake, right? So the idea is that I'm going to show you what you didn't do, and then I'm going to show you what you should do, okay? The hardest part about reinforcing is thinking about it in 3D. Because you get a sketch like this one here, I'll just turn off the lights for a second, and it doesn't look like much. It looks like, I guess, an upside down T with a little bit at the bottom, and you have to visualize that this is a wall that goes for a long way. In this particular case, how far does it go? If you roll up to the top, it says that there are 10 sections and each one is 5 metres long. So each one of the sections that we're doing is 5 metres, so basically each one of these walls goes for 5 metres. 5 metres is quite a long way. It's probably somewhere from about here to the door. So it's quite a long wall that you don't think of when you see a sketch like that. And it is only about a little bit higher than myself, so it's a lot longer than it is higher. So every time we see a donut, it means it's a bar going that way, all the way to the door, right? Every time we see a bar standing up like the way it is, that means it's a single bar, and there's many of them standing up vertically till they get to the door. So that's what I mean about thinking about this in 3D as you look at the sketch. So what I'm going to do here for the first up is I'm going to note the top of the board over here a couple of things as we work out the bar schedule for it. I always need to back up the pens because after they never work. Okay, so back to over here. When we roll up to the top of this, you can all open this up. It should be available, this question on Moodle. You'll see at the top of the page there that there's 50mm cover and 300 bar centres. So that 300 is a nominal amount that the engineer said, hey, I don't want you to go over 300. 300 centres is what we're going to be doing the bars. So 50 cover, 300 and I think before we said 500 for length. So with the abutment that's in the assignment, there will be a length that I've already told you. If you have a look at the plans, so you'll know the length that you're going to be doing it when you keep doing all your calculations. 50 cover, we're going to see this, 50 wall length. Now when we do our reinforcing schedule, which I've given you an example of one there, we start off with the location. Okay? I'm going to come back to that at the end and talk about it because it distracts a little bit from what I'm trying to achieve. Location, the bar mark, talked a little bit about that in the lecture. The number off, that's what we call it in New Zealand, and it's a bit odd, so I'll write it like that, NO dot off. Number off is a funny engineering term that means how many bars are there, okay? that's the total, by the way. That number doesn't always equal the number that you do on your plan drawing, because there might be a bar over here, a bar over there, and a bar over there, and you might say 5 there, 5 there, and 5 there, but the number on here will be 15. So that's your total number. It's quite interesting to remember that, because you might find there's an area where you have to pull the bars up twice on your plans. The next one is our length. To me, that's quite heavy on my marking schedule, because the first thing that, remember I talked about the guy that's this wide and this high, and put me off my lunch half the time with his horrible stories. Well, the first thing he did was he cut the rod. So you have a big long reinforcing rod laid out on the table, they measure along, and they'll chop it, or mark it and chop it. So the length is the very first thing you don't want to get wrong. If you give me the wrong length, it's not going to work. Might as well throw it away. Okay? So the next thing after the length is the weight per metre. Now I will give you that on the assignment. If I don't give you on the assignment, you're welcome to use these ones that are here. If you go back, if you scroll down, you'll see there's a chart here, a table, and for our 12mm bars it's 1.578, for our 16mm bars, it's 1.578, for our 12mm bars it's 0.884. And of course the total weight, which is given in kilograms. And lastly, the sketch. So from my point of view, the two important things that I got right, well, three important things were the number, the length, and the sketch of this. Now, sketch is absolutely no good if you leave the sketch off, because all he's left with is a big long bar. He doesn't know where to bend it, which way to bend it, at all. So the sketch is extremely important. A lot of students don't do a sketch, and they wonder why they only get sort of like half marks for this section. And it's a section where you can very easily get 5 out of 5. And I've got a spoiler alert as well. Two of the bars on the assignment, if you get both of them completely correct, you'll get a bonus 1 mark. So that's quite a big advantage in doing this side of it. So in other words, technically you could get 6 for this one. By completely right, I mean everything right along here. Okay. So we've got a location, the bar mark, the number off, the length, and the length is in meters, and you'll see that shortly when we do it. So let's start with bar number 1201. Now when you're doing your reinforcing schedule, in the past, for the last 15 years, I've kind of just grumbled to myself and thought, I won't penalise him, I won't penalise her, I won't penalise her. This year is a little bit different. I would like the numbers in sequential order. You've only got 5 bars. It gets very hard for me to mark it when you put them out of sequence, because I get to a point when I'm marking 150 of them that I know the answers along here. And if you've got this answer right, boom, 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 I know you've done the rest of it right. Do you know what I'm getting at? And when you get it out of sequential order, my brain goes funny because it's not got the same things I'm remembering each time. So, in other words, 1201, 1602, see what I mean by sequential, the bar mark, 1603, 1604. On this particular one, it's what the bars are called. So you've only got 4 bars to make up for this reinforcing schedule. And I've just completely put them in the wrong column, and you would have got half a mark if you pointed it out to me, but I just cut it out myself. 1201. The word, what if that comes to mind? Okay. Should be right at my own sequence, right? Sorry about that, that was in the wrong column. So 1201, 1602, 1603, 1604. How many? Well, let's start with 1201 at the top. There they are there. Long ones that go for 5 metres roughly. Many of them are as well. You can't just go like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.